G'day viewers, Sepp here. What I thought I'd show you today is how to change your water filter under your kitchen sink. So as you can see, I'm inside the house and we've got a cartridge type filter set up under our water supply into the kitchen. Our drinking water, I suppose, or tap water, just connected to the cold tap. And this is just a 5 micron cartridge, which is a chlorine and taste and odour filter. And I thought it's time to change it. I do it about every 6 or 8 months, just depends. So what we're going to need is we're going to need one of these tools to undo the filter. We're going to need a bit of Vaseline to put on the actual ring, which you'll see when I get it out. Obviously our new filter and a little bit of paper. So first all we better do is get into the cupboard here and we'll get everything out. So let's do that first. Righto, so let's get some of this stuff out of here. Okay, so the next part of the process is we'll turn off the water, which is right over here, just in there. So that's off. Now I've got that off, so I'm just going to turn the tap on at the top just to take the pressure out, and there is none, so that's good. Now the only thing we'll need is obviously a towel of some description, just to put it underneath there because you're going to spill a bit of water. And it's right at the back here, so unfortunately I couldn't do it anywhere else. It was I couldn't fit this anywhere else. It had to be there because of the tightness of the cupboard. So let's see how we go. It's a pretty tight squeeze in here. Oh good, got it straight away, so that's good. I know probably all you see is the back of my head, but there's not much else I can do at this stage. We always spill the water everywhere, that's just a given. There it comes, there it goes. Right. So there it is there as we take it out. Just put that in here for the moment. Okay, so I've just dropped it in the sink here. We will need a couple of things. We'll need some paper towel. There's the new cartridge. A bit of Vaseline. So let's get it out and we'll have a look. So to give you an idea, yeah, that's unreal. So there's the cartridge. Let's have a look at that first. So that's what it looks like after it's been in for about 8 months, and that's a new one. Let's get this open so you can have a bit of a closer look. So there it is there, so big difference. I know this is wet, this is dry, but still, even though we're on mains water, town water, it's still obvious it gets a bit of dirt and stuff through it. So that's the new one. We'll put that in a sec. We'll do a bit of cleaning up first. Now these have a silicone ring on them, so which is right there like that. So the new ones come on that as well. So you just got to be mindful that that hasn't come off and stuck down the bottom there. So you're trying to put 2 on. So I'll put it there for the moment. And this is what it looks like in here. Pretty basic, straightforward. But gee, it's got a bit of sedimentation in that, so I don't know whether you'll see that or not. We'll just see how we go. I might give you a bit of a look there. You might be able to see it. Let's see. That's probably about the best I can do. You can see it's a bit brown down there, so I'll give that a bit of a clean. I normally just use a bit of cloth, give it a wipe around. So it's got the Vaseline will go on this O-ring. So if you don't put the Vaseline up here on the O-ring on this type of filter, you almost can't get the thing off, like unscrew it. I've just about ripped the whole thing off the wall before, trying to make this all trying to get this off. All the screws came out the bracket and everything because it was that tight. So I just normally wipe all that off. So you get a bit of stuff on it. And then what we'll do is we'll get down the bottom. Now you can put some sort of antibacterial solution in these if you like, just to get any bacteria and that out of them. But I said we've had this for, I've done it once or twice in the past, but I've had this for years and years and years, and I've never had any real dramas with the way I've cleaned it. So we'll just do this, and then we'll get it's starting to get a little brown down there now. So we'll get a little bit of this and get down the bottom there. Put that down there. I'll get something to stir it out and around with. Sort of do the trick. A little bit of water in there. A bit of hot water. Just so I can clean the bottom down there. Get a bit of a look at it. And then we'll give it a swirl out. Yeah, so it's a bit brown compared to to give it an idea, it's sort of it's a bit brown, so give that a bit of a clean. This one's same type of as the filter, it's a Dura water filter housing. So that's really, yeah, that's pretty good in there. I'll just give it a little bit more. So that's about it there. It's pretty clean now. Have a bit of a look at that. A bit better than what it was. It's sort of a bit of a brown edge, brown stain on the sides of this, because like I said, it's pretty old. And that browny looking stuff just doesn't come off. It's just stained. So that's that. It'll be all right. There's our new filter. And just make sure we've got the silicone seals in place. And those of you that are interested in these filters, I've actually cut a few of these in half, just so you can see what's inside them, how they work. So I'll link a video in the description on that. I've done a few different types of filters, ones that you put in a coffee machine and so forth. You can have a look at those if you're interested in it, seeing what's inside them. So we just plonk that back down the bottom. Just going to make sure it's sitting in right down the bottom there. What we'll do first is we're going to get this Vaseline. And we're going to put a fresh lot around that O-ring. You don't need much, just enough to release the seal. So I normally just poke it on and then just run around the ring. Just a little bit on both sides. It doesn't actually get in the water or anything, you just sort of put it on the lip. Run it around like that. It just stops it from binding up. So I've had a horrible time trying to get these apart in the past. I'll just wipe the inside of it out, just so there's nothing that goes in. That's that. Alright, so let's put this filter back in. Righto, so that's that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it back. And then we're going to run a bit of water through it and show you what that looks like. So what we'll do first, before we put it back, I'll just give the inside underneath a bit of a wipe. Just up underneath here. And it's pretty clean, that one. I'll just lightly screw this up. It has to meet in the top as well. There's a little seating position for this to sit in. Pen's got a bit of Vaseline on it, but you don't need to do these up super tight. Just enough for the O-ring to seal. That's it, just like that. Because we're going to check it to make sure it doesn't leak. I'll just turn the tap back on. We'll check that for leaks in a second. Just wipe it off there and I'll see if anything drips down. And we'll have a look up here and I'll show you the water that comes in the container. So I reckon you should let it run for a little while and you'll see why in a minute. And it'll come good once you run it a little bit longer than what I have. Just a couple of minutes I reckon. So there it is there. You're probably thinking, geez, that's a new filter. I'd rather go back to the old one. But there it is there, it's just the carbon. And there's also some air bubbles and that in there too from the line. So I'll just tip that out for a sec. I'll do the next lot. It's starting to come good. A lot of it just air bubbles as well, so you'll see if I let that sit now for a while, that would come nice and clear. Yeah, so there you have it. That's how I change it. Like I said, I normally do it every 6 months. It was a little bit probably long this time. That's why it was so brown. Normally it's not that bad, but that's just the way it is, I suppose. So I will link that other video where I've cut these filters open so you can have a look inside it. It'll be in the description. And I suppose for those of you that may not click on the descriptions when you watch your videos, so the way you find the description, I suppose you could call this a SEP's Tech Tips number 2, is if you go to the More word underneath the title of any YouTube video, if you don't know this, and you click onto the word More, well, it takes you to the section of your description where you'll find all sorts of stuff that YouTube creators, I suppose, put into that area. So links and whatever else, description about the video, other information. So those of you that don't know that, that's what happens if you click onto the word More. With that, I'll say thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. If you like this video, don't forget to check out Steps Adventures YouTube channel. I have heaps of videos just like this one, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see other great videos every week, and hit that bell button so you get notifications. Thanks for watching.